Okay, so this is take two. I just spent 10 minutes starting this this unboxing, and I lost all the footage, so I had to start over. The first thing I was opening was our generation set from Target, and it is a desk, and it comes with a chair. So I was about halfway done with that. I was struggling opening it, so I mean it doesn't really matter that about that aspect. But I was telling Danby's origin story. This is Danby and this is Shrimp, and these are like the two main characters of my doll story. I got Danby first. I think it was like three or 4 years ago, maybe even 5. I don't know. It's I've had her a while. But when Dust of Dolls first released her, they had a 24-hour limited pre-order like 3 days after Christmas, and responsibly I could not just like drop the money right then. But I learned, just like everybody else did who likes Dust of Dolls creations and stuff, that if you don't buy it right when it comes out, then you're really gonna pay the price secondhand. So like the whole time she was in production, I kept thinking about this doll and wanting her. And when they finally shipped them out, I ended up having to pay $300 or $400 over retail just to get her. She was probably my most expensive doll. I think she was like 800. Well, yeah, besides my Unoa Zero, I think I paid like 1,200 for her. But I think she's like the most expensive doll I've bought secondhand. And I'd still pay the money to get another one. But yeah, so I was opening up this set. A lot of the stuff is really good scale for like 1/4 scale, like even better scale than like the dolls that they're even made for. This one also came with a lamp, and then some of the stuff works, some of it doesn't. Like the crayons, they're probably like a little big. The pens are like definitely too big. The pencil sharpener is too big. Calculator's fine. Coffee cup, maybe a little, I don't know. It's oversized, but it could still work. And these glasses that came with it, obviously way too big. Our generation dolls are the same as American Girl dolls. And these things too. Most of that stuff I'm probably not gonna end up using for her, but I can put her in the chair. It shows how that looks. And then at the desk itself, I can't really show because I tried to film a different way, and that's when I lost the footage. So this is the best I can do for right now. Alright, so the other things I got at Target, which, since I have to retell the story, I'll open that up while I tell her backstory, for the rest of the family. So the next thing I got was the Our Generation cafeteria table, and it comes with these snacks. I think I'm not gonna open this one. I'll just tell the story instead, because other than it being a table that it can sit at, the props are, for the most part, work really well for 1/4 scale. It might be a little too large. This probably might actually work better for like a minifee or like an Unoa or something like that. I still think it'll work good for her and her friends. She could probably fit about 6 of them if you really push them together. So the next thing I got, this was from the Target Dollar Spot, and they are mini lockers. They had these 2 colors. I bought 4 of these all together. I plan to paint some of them up. They do actually have a lock and key in them. See right there. So the lock is a little bit big if you want to go for scale, but the lockers are just like a little bit shorter than they are. But if you put them on top of something, you can probably raise it up to their height. So I keep getting interrupted, but this is the next thing. It is pantry. This is a pretty pantry. So open this up. I'll talk about her sister. So Danby's sister's name is Dania, and she is a hard casting E minor. She was my second hard casting doll. And when I first saw her, the first one I saw, I believe, was my British mom's E minor, and I felt like she would be the perfect character to be Danby's older sister. So before I even got Danby back from her first face up, I end up getting Dania home first. So Dania's and Danby's names are like a play on words. Both of them are named Danielle, but Dania is Danny A and Danby is obviously Danny B. And the story of their home life is their mother left them to go move away and, you know, find romance and adventure, and left them to raise themselves. It's not really the sob story that it sounds like it would be, because they are way better off emotionally with each other than with their mother there. They support each other, they take really good care of each other, and they're really like best friends. So their grandmother pays for their rent, but she's very hands-off. So a lot of the time, it's really just them two together. Dania is in college, and Danby is in the 3rd grade. And for for a while, it was just them. But one night, Dania was coming home from her internship, and she went to a street food stand like she does, just about every day on her way home. And she's like, I'm gonna get the usual. She gets her shrimps, the same shrimp soup she gets every single time. And then, while she's hurrying, trying to get to the last train, so she's rushing to eat before she runs off. And then the man is like, you know what, you're a regular here. He was all like, I got these puppies for sale. I'll give it to you. I'll give you one for $10. And then she looks down, and then it's like a little itty bitty tiny chihuahuas. And then she was like, this would, solve the problem of, her fear of Danby being lonely while she was working. So she takes the puppy home, and then she gives her to Danby, and Danby's super excited. And Danby's like, oh my god, what is her name? And then she burps. And then she's like, it's Shrimp. So that's how, Shrimp got the most uninventive name in the world for being a small little baby. Okay, so I'll show some of the things that come in the pantry. some of these packages I plan to change the outside of them to be like more realistic things. We got popcorn, we got potato chips, we got crackers, nuts, these overgrown onions. These baskets came underneath them. I might change those. I might spray paint those to be a different color. So what else we got here? They put a lot of tape on these packages. Alright, got pasta. Fries. Spaghetti. We got oil and vinegar. Got Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper. You got gochugaru. We have some thankfully unsprouted potatoes. I know I also have some mini foods that I've bought in the past I can put in here as well. So here we have what looks like this Kraft macaroni and cheese. These are beans, guacamole, mustard. Then we have tomato soup. We have canned fish, barbecue sauce, and vanilla extract. Then we have, I don't know what this is. I gotta pull it out just because it looks so ridiculous. So maybe somebody can tell me what it's supposed to be. So much packaging. Like it looks kind of like cornflakes, but the way that it's smashed together makes it look like it's wet, like wet Pringles. The wet potato chips. These look like Cocoa Puffs. And we have some empty Tupperware containers. And then we have some spices, which are really just glitter. So you know, a bomb waiting to happen. So I guess this is peanut butter. And Nutella, or Nutella as me and my friends call it. Here are the spices. I don't know what type of dog treat this is supposed to be. Yeah, I know I'm going to change the label of this one to that Sleepy Time tea with the bear on it. Because it's just lemon and mint tea right now. Alright, so let me move this out the way so I can open up the next thing. Oh, well. These, I'm dropping stuff everywhere now. These doors do actually like lock in. So you can close them all the way. But I can't really do it sitting down here. I'll just post pictures of it later. It might be upside down. Yeah, I'll post pictures of it put together later because I'm like struggling. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so. And then the other side is right here. Alright, so these other things I bought from Target a while ago, so I don't actually... They might actually be different now, because they do like to reuse the same concept but make them different. So this one is the Also Sweet cart. And this one goes right into like the next story that I have. So, Danby is a firm believer in the, I'm just going to go straight home after school. I don't want to join any clubs. I don't want to make any friends. I just want to go home and do my own thing. You know, because at this point, you know, she's used to it being her and Shrimp. And she doesn't really want to, she doesn't want to dawdle around school. She doesn't want to be there any longer than she has to be. So when the school festival pops up, she's thinking that, oh, because everything's based off of, you know, club activities, she thinks that she's going to get out of, you know, having to have a stand or like a display or something because she's not in any clubs. But her teacher puts her together with one of the students from the other class, her grade, that also is a go straight to home type of club member. So that's how she meets Sophie, which is my peach champion. Well, one of them. I have more than one peach color champion. But they have an ice cream stand at the festival. This packaging is made for like stuff to just fall out everywhere. Yeah, so the ice creams they have to sell are $1 each, and they're like, they can price them however they want, as long as the booth makes more profit than it costs, you know, to start in the first place. So they have to make sure that they double whatever the initial cost was. So Danby's like, why don't we price the ice creams for $2.50? And then if you buy 2 of them, they're $5. And then Sophie's like, but that's not a sale. And then Danby's like, yeah, they're just for sale. Nobody said it had to be a sale. So they make all this extra bank at the school festival selling ice cream. And they use that money to go buy their first dolls together. Because they decide they want to collect dolls. They were both interested, and yeah, especially since they have a friend to enjoy the hobby with, they decide to go to, you know, whatever their equivalent to Volks would be. The local store, and then go in there, and as soon as they walk in, all the lights shut off, and they start hearing like ritualistic shaman grunting and, you know, chanting, and then somebody is getting their first, you know, their doll in one of those life breathing ceremonies. And as soon as the lights cut back on, they both run out because they were so scared. And then another girl walks out. And she was like, I did not know that was how that was supposed to go. And she's holding the doll in her hand. And then they was all like, what was that? And then she was all like, oh, that's the bringing your new child into the world ceremony. And it was like, do you have to do that? And then she was like, I said I wanted all the frills, so I had no idea what was gonna happen. And then that's how they met Micah, another one of the girls in their group. And Micah is a Chamnamu. But here is the ice cream stand. I probably had this for like 6 months at this point. Intending to do the photo shoot for the school festival story. But we have red velvet cake, we have some ice cream, we have balloons, we have cupcakes and donuts. We also have some more cakes and some more donuts right here. And then we also have cake pops. Dropping stuff again. Alright, so what else do we got? What else do we got? Probably just small stuff from here, I think. Yeah, it's mostly small stuff. So the next thing we got, I also thought I could put this on the, that cart was popcorn. I also still really want that movie theater set they have, but I need to find a place to put the play sets before I buy any more of big sets. Because even now, I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff. So also I did buy this for that set. It is a shake machine. A strawberry milkshake. The shake machine actually spins. The next thing I got was these real littles. So these are the last two things. I got 2 of these. Hopefully these will be somewhat easy to open. I got these backpacks thinking that they could, you know, also use them, you know, hanging in their lockers or, you know, like a school photo shoot. They're a little bit big for them size-wise. Like, I don't know, some kids look like they have backpacks that big. But I think as props, they look better as props than they do as being worn. They do have stuff in them, which is supposed to be like a surprise. I don't know if it's to proper scale. Okay, so we have, I don't know what this is. But it's got, Keroppi on it. We have a composition notebook. This is way too big, but it's still cute. Keroppi pen. I think the pen actually works. We got some stickers. More stickers. Little mini memo. This was like a paperclip. And then this is if you want to hang it off your like human-sized purse. So the next one is also Sanrio. Pretty sure I have more of their stories that I need to tell eventually, but nothing I can think of right off the top of my head. But yeah, some of the stuff has been just sitting in my room for the last couple of months, while I deal with real life stuff, and I haven't opened it. And I was like, I really wanted to open it on camera, so it just sat there and waited. Right, so we have this pouch, has a pencil in it. It's the Hello Kitty and Friends. Another composition notebook. We have a Hello Kitty eraser, which I'll probably just use as like a design prop. Just also probably decorate their, like, one of their walls with it in their rooms. And then this one also has stickers and a carabiner. And then I think that's actually it for now. But yeah, more videos once I've actually made some space to record them properly. But yeah, thank you for viewing my overconsumption. See you later, bye.